From mid-century to contemporary, public to private, we're in search of the very best in art, homes, happenings, stores, restaurants, and people. Things that defy categories. The perpetual freshness and cool of modern never ceases to captivate us. Join us for another edition of Modern Dallas TV to discover what's going on and where in the modern world.
Hi, I'm Empress.
And I'm Micah Gilbert, the geologist and gemologist at Impressive Geo Designs. We present the finest natural decor with high-quality minerals, corals, and other specimens from all over the world. We provide a variety of functional pieces, including lamps, tables, bowls, and other custom projects. Share in the beauty and wonder of these stunning gems and natural works of art. Visit us at ImpressiveGeoDesigns.com.
Modern Dallas Real Estate this week is at 3511 Cragmont, located in Northern Hills, just off of Abbott. This is an architecturally significant home. It's the home of late architect Frank Welch, who recently passed away. And we've partnered with Preservation Dallas this week to talk a little bit about Frank's life, a little bit about the home. And I'm here with Donovan Westover with Preservation Dallas. Donovan, Frank definitely had quite a career.
He did have quite a career. He began designing houses in Dallas in the 60s, and to my knowledge there are about 36 of them that were created out here in the Dallas area alone, and then around Texas as well. But we of course focus a good deal on the ones here in Dallas.
So when you look at a home like this, and it's Frank Welch, what kind of significance does this have on a preservation barometer?
Well, Frank's credential alone, just the fact that he designed the house, really makes it a significant house in our eyes. It's not a historic home yet, but one of these days it will be. And like I said, it's significant in that it was commissioned by Frank Welch, we'll call it. And in that it was also designed by Frank Welch, so it's kind of doubly significant. One of the ones that we would stand in front of the bulldozers for in 50 years from now, and it's a very idiosyncratic house, as Frank's houses always were.
So let's talk a little bit about the house itself. It is, in and of itself, it's very simple.
It is very simple. This house was designed by Frank for Frank as he aged, and he knew that. It has an elevator in it, which he commonly used in two-story homes because he expected the homeowners to remain in the house into their older age, and knew that would become helpful. So I believe that he always pushes an elevator on two-story households. The house was basically designed just to house all of his stuff that he had collected over decades and decades of travel. He had a great deal of books in the house. He had a lot of awards. He's always been very, very, very into photography, collecting photography, taking pictures, and that kind of lends to a beautiful and massive art collection, which he had as well. And this house was basically meant to be a gallery to highlight all of these pieces and bathe them all in beautiful natural light.
One of the more important elements of this house are the features, and these are sort of consistent.
Correct. This house on Cragmont does have a feature that is a common denominator in Frank Welch's designs going all the way back to the 60s, and that it has a brise de soleil, a screen of horizontal planking on the front of the house, and it kind of hides a front balcony for the house. And at the same time, that balcony lets a lot of natural light in through several different walls into the house. And so they all serve a purpose, and they just happen to be kind of cool looking, and he does it so well that it's like a little piece of artwork on every one of his houses in these screens.
And a couple of other features are the kitchen with great hardwood paneling. The master has his and her closet as well as baths. There's an elevator, as Donovan had mentioned, and to wrap it up, a beautiful pool area just off the front yard and great fireplaces, which are significant within the upstairs and the downstairs. The house is listed for $1,179,000. It's listed by Tricia Wiener of Dave Perry Miller Real Estate. You can see the house on their website at daveperrymiller.com, or if you'd like to visit moderndallas.net, you can see all the moderns in Dallas. Thanks, Donovan.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jeff.
The Knoll sale is going on through September the 26th at Scott & Cooner. Receive 15% off plus free shipping. Visit them at their showroom at 1617 Highline Drive or at scottcooner.com.
Modern Dallas Art this week is here at Liliana Bloch Gallery. We're here to see the show by Letitia Huckaby, 40 Acres, Gumbo Yaya. And I'm here with Liliana. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You know, one of the wonderful things about our lives these days is Instagram, photography, beautiful pictures, beautiful landscape, architecture, food, and then you arrive here and you see a show that really is steeped in history. Beautiful versions of landscape, people, donkey. How does this all come together?
It comes together with her love of history and her disappointment with the broken promise that was done after the Civil War. 40 Acres refers to the agrarian reform that was promised to the black slaves when they were going to receive 40 acres and a mule. And that happened to a certain extent, but then it was reverted after the assassination of Lincoln. So Gumbo Yaya, because Letitia is from New Orleans, Gumbo Yaya refers to the expression where everybody talks at once and nobody understands anything. So it's about broken promises based on real history and historical facts, but displayed in a beautiful, unconventional way that you rarely see in photography nowadays.
Yeah, and these frames are just an unbelievable compliment to the work. So Letitia's, in her own right, is a very successful artist. Tell us a little bit about her background.
Well, she has 2 majors in college, one in journalism and another one in photography, and a master's in photography from UNT. The journalism part, we can see it especially in this show because she's going back to her years of studying journalism and also landscape photography. It's something that she put in the back for a little while. She was focusing more on portraiture, but now for this particular body of work, she went back to it, and it's just stunning. She photographed her family living sites and the roads that she knows, and these places are in Texas, Mississippi, and New Orleans.
This is a beautiful show, not only for the portraiture, but it has a lot of meaning, and it's a great story. You know, it's great that people actually understand history. How can they find you, and how long is the show going on for?
We are located at 2271 Monitor Street, and the show is going to be up until October 7th, and you can find more about us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, lilianablochgallery.com.
Thanks so much, Liliana.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hello, I'm Micah Gilbert, the geologist and gemologist at Impressive Geo Designs. I'd like to share with you some of my favorite blue gemstones. We have an elegant array of blue quartz and agate slices with breathtaking patterns, and some of which that have glittering pockets of crystals. Exquisite freeforms of lapis lazuli with ultramarine coloration, labradorite displaying stunning flashes of iridescence, and sparkling crystals of sky blue celestite. Visit us at impressivegeodesigns.com.
Guggenheim is a curated contemporary gallery highlighting art, furniture, and unique accessories for the modern home. We've looked around the world for furniture lines that reflect a new modern take on the contemporary aesthetic. Our goal is to show how art can be incorporated into your living space, and we feature several local and European artists. Guggenheim, where the art of living meets the art we live with. Visit us at 1426 North Riverfront Boulevard and also at guggenheim.com.
Modern Dallas this week is here at Northpark Center. We're here to see the sculptures by Canstruction. This is a beautiful exhibit benefiting the North Texas Food Bank, and I'm here with Mary Beth Parker. Mary Beth, you've been involved with this for 25 years. This is quite an amazing exhibit here at the mall.
It is amazing, and we're so excited to be here at Northpark, and so excited we had 27 structures this year. So, and all amazing. As you know, you were a juror, and it was really hard to make decisions because there were so many good ones.
There are so many good ones, but one of the most important things about what Canstruction does is benefit the North Texas Food Bank. But more importantly, this year is important as well.
Yes, we wanted to celebrate the life of Jan Pruitt, who was president and CEO of the North Texas Food Bank for almost 20 years. And so we did this exhibit this year in her honor, and one of her favorite quotes was, "Be the change you want to see in the world," by Gandhi. And so many of the structures reflected the change in the world that you would want to see in the world.
So Mary Beth, one of the most important things, obviously Jan was an important part of this whole program, but North Texas Food Bank benefits tremendously from this whole Canstruction experience.
Yes, we, at the end of the exhibit here at Northpark, we will donate over 151,000 cans of food to the food bank. And many of the structures are built with protein and beans and all kinds of good things that can go out to serve the community. Also, we do voting online, and all the monies that are raised from the voting will also go to the food bank, where $1 equals 3 meals.
That's unbelievable. And you know, listening to them talk about what this actually does for the program, it's incredible. This is a great exhibit, great work, and we appreciate you being part of what we're doing, because we love sculpture, we love art, and we definitely love Canstruction. So this year, a little differently, we have an architect here who actually was one of the team members who created this amazing piece, and we'll be talking to Brian Burmeister of Health right now. Canstruction is made up of 27 structures, all of food cans, and this year we gave the best original design to the Very Hungry Caterpillar, and I'm here with one of the team members, Brian Burmeister with Health. Brian, how did you come up with this?
When we were talking about coming up with an idea in our meetings, you know, the theme is be the change you wish to see in the world. So one of our civil engineers mentioned, I'm reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar to my kids right now, which talks about how a caterpillar eats a bunch of food and then changes into a butterfly.
So Brian, obviously we've spoken about the color of the cans. Structurally, one of the things that we noticed was the details, but it takes a whole bunch of cans. How many cans, and how does it all come together? I mean, the lines from the back, these beautiful curves. How do you make that all work?
That was I was modeling it in Revit to get to this 3D view so we could really see how the structure would look in real life when it came time to build day.
As one of the jurors, we selected this piece because when you really get up close, the details and the way these curves on the back end and even around are tremendous. Well, it's an incredible piece. This is really an outstanding work of art, a great sculpture. We appreciate you being part of Canstruction, part of our show, and we hope to see you next year.
All right, yeah, thanks, Jeff.
My pleasure. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Guggenheim is a curated contemporary gallery highlighting art, furniture, and unique accessories for the modern home. We've looked around the world for furniture lines that reflect a new modern take on the contemporary aesthetic. Our goal is to show how art can be incorporated into your living space, and we feature several local and European artists. Guggenheim, where the art of living meets the art we live with. Visit us at 1426 North Riverfront Boulevard and also at guggenheim.com.
The modern lifestyle begins in the home, and you'll find a range of unique living spaces across Dallas's most desirable neighborhoods. Start your search by meeting one of these modern realtors. Poget began his career with a degree in architecture, followed by years of interior design work, including the interior design of several luxury high-rises and commissions for clients' dream homes. Jose's distinct background makes real estate a natural fit.
To wrap up this edition of Modern Dallas TV, we cover local modern events and the art scene. Check out the calendar and the arts page on our website at moderndallas.net. There are always great events from the Dallas Architecture Forum, Preservation Dallas, and the Dallas Center for Architecture has great walking tours in downtown Dallas. Open houses every week, always a great selection. You can create your own mini mod home tour. And Todd Camplin covers the art scene for us, from art galleries to museums and artists. You can check out his page on the website. And lastly, if you're in the market for a modern, mid-century modern, contemporary, home, high-rise or loft, we simply have the finest moderns in Dallas. For this week, we appreciate you being part of our show. We'll see you later.